Hi, I'm Kirsty Manning, and I just wanted to show you where I write. It is a garden shed that my husband refurbished for me. He's amazing, and I spent 2 years writing this book. And ironically enough, I'm back here in quarantine working on my next book. So let's go in and I'll show you around. So I have a very comfy day bed here for reading books, and these are artworks by my good friend Jackie Henshaw. And here is some of the research, the maps, foods maps of London, which show you the kind of areas of people's different wealth status, the impoverished areas of London. And here are my workbooks and some of the books I researched. I've got, so many diaries, turquoise. And it's got a beautiful view over the garden. And these, if you just look here are some of the books I used to research the lost jewels. There's a book on the Cartier exhibition. I actually went to the gallery in Canberra to see it. Lots of books on jewels, on silversmithing and goldsmithing, on 1666 in London, on Samuel Pepys London, the philandering public servant that buried his Parmesan cheese in the backyard when the Great Fire was happening, raging through London. He's a man after my own heart. I'd bury my cheese and wine too. I've got books on herbalism. I've got books on Edwardian. I've got books on suffragettes. I've got books on the transportation of emeralds from Colombia through London, guides on Restoration Britain. And I read a lot of these books because I like to read the contemporary language of the time. So from 1666, you look at Shakespeare and you look at Samuel Pepys, and you get an idea of the rhythm of the language, the way people spoke, what they wore, what they ate, and how they moved around the world and what their worldview was. And again, in 1912, I did a lot of work on the suffragettes, but I wanted to give voice to a woman, Essie, who wouldn't have had a large voice in that time. What did the impoverished women, what did the strong women, strong, brave, resilient women who raised their families of the lower classes, what did their world look like in 1912? So I've done a lot of work about that, and of course looking at catalogues from galleries, the Melbourne Museum and the London Museum and the Victoria and Albert, all of these amazing places that I visited, they've all got catalogues, and the curators and historians are just so extraordinary. Their care and their attention to the detail of this bespoke craftsmanship is just extraordinary.